Folks in these United States have taken a mighty shine to their peanuts, and I reckon they've got reason aplenty. Why, just last year, according to them number crunchers at Statista, a whopping 5.9 billion pounds of these little legumes came. Up out of the dirt. Enough to fill a steamboat or two, I'd wager. Roasted and salted for healthy snacks, smeared across a slab of morning toast, or tossed into a pot for a dash of extra flavor, peanuts are as American as a 4th of July picnic. But now, hold your horses. Are peanuts good for you, or are we just whistling Dixie while we munch? Beyond their downright scrumptious nature, peanuts carry a nutritional punch fit to make a prize fighter jealous. They're brimming with plant-based protein, slick with healthy fats, and sprinkled with all manner of vitamins and minerals that'll prop you, up your heart health, or mend your muscles after a hard day's ramble. Yet, like any fine thing in this world, be it a riverboat or a good cigar, peanuts come with their blessings and their burdens. There's peanut health benefits aplenty, sure, but a few food risks lurk in the shadows, and a wise soul ought to ponder both before piling more of these earthy treasures onto their plate. So, to sift the gold from the gravel, we've jawed with some learned dietitians, folks who know their oats from their onions. They've laid out the nutrition facts, the ups and downs, the weight loss tips, and the straight dope on what these peanuts mean for your ticker and your soul. Here's their yarn. Spun out plain and true, so you can reckon for yourself if peanuts deserve a seat at your table, or if they're better left to the squirrels. One, they're an excellent source of plant-based protein. Now, if you're looking to put some heft in your step without gnawing on a side of beef, peanuts might just be your ticket. A sharp-minded gal by the name of Destiny Moody, sporting more letters after her name than a postmaster's sack, RDN, CSSD, LD, works with them Garage Gym Reviews folks and swears by the stuff. She says, take 100 grams of peanuts and you'll find nigh on 25 grams of pure plant-based protein tucked inside, about a quarter of their weight if you're counting. That's a haul hefty enough to make a stevedore blush. For them vegetarians and vegans out there, folks who'd rather sup with the rabbits than the hogs, peanuts are a downright godsend. No critter's hide need be troubled, yet you're still packing in the goods to keep your frame sturdy. And here's the kicker. These peanuts come loaded with amino acids, fancy little building blocks, leucine chief among them, that'll patch up your muscles after a day of hoeing the back 40 or chasing the neighbor's rooster. It's the huge kind of peanut health benefit that keeps a body hale and hardy, whether you're a plow pusher or a parlor sitter aiming for a healthy lifestyle. Why, it's nature's own way of saying, take a handful, friend, and let's mend what's worn. 2. They can boost heart health. Now, if you've ever wondered how to keep that ticker of yours thumping along like a steamboat paddle wheel, peanuts might just be the stowaway you need in your pantry. The learned folks who poke at books and beans alike have whispered among themselves, and their verdict's clear. Tossing nuts like peanuts into your daily victuals can stand guard over your heart while you savor a healthy snack that's fit to please a king. Or at least a riverboat captain. Gianna Massi, a spry soul with a string of titles, CPT, RDN, and a perch at Barbend, lays it out plain. Peanuts are chock full of monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats. Fine, fancy healthy fats that do your heart health a world of good. These ain't your run-of-the-mill greases, mind you. Massey says they're the kind that'll wrestle down that low-density lipoprotein, what the sawbones call LDL, or the bad cholesterol, and send it packing like a card sharp caught with an ace up his sleeve. Meanwhile, they hoist up the high-density lipoprotein, HDL, the good cholesterol, like a flag on the 4th of July, cutting your odds of coronary heart disease, or a stroke clean down the middle. It's a peanut health benefit that'd make even a skeptic tip his hat and say, well, I'll be. Nature's gone and dealt us a winning hand. So next time you're pondering your supper, reckon on a handful of peanuts. They'll keep your heart humming sweeter than a banjo on a summer night. 3. They're rich in magnesium now. It seems a heap of folks in this bustling world are running shy on magnesium. a quiet little mineral that's more vital to your workings than a pilot is to a riverboat. Lucky for us, peanuts strut in like a hero in a dime novel, ready to fill the gap. That wise gal, Destiny Moody, who's got more know-how than a country doctor, puts it thus: 1 cup of peanuts hands you nigh on 30% of your daily dose of magnesium. That's a bounty, straight from the nutrition facts. Vouched for by the highfalutin National Institute of Health, no less. And what's this magnesium good for, you ask? Why, it's the grease in the gears of life itself. It shores up your bones, so they don't creak like an old porch swing, keeps your heart health pumping steady as a metronome, and calms your nervous system so you ain't jumping at shadows like a cat in a thunderstorm. A fistful of peanuts in your healthy snacks lineup is like a tonic for the whole contraption of you, bones, ticker, and nerves all singing in tune. It's a peanut health benefit so fine, you'd think Mother Nature herself tucked it in there just to show off. So, next time you're feeling a mite frayed or frail, scoop up some peanuts. They're a cure that don't need a prescription. And 4, they support healthy weight management. If you've ever found yourself eyeing the mirror and wondering how to keep the scales from tipping like an overloaded ferry, peanuts might just be your trusty sidekick. These little nuggets are so packed with good stuff, what the learned call nutrient density, that they'll stand by you in the noble art of weight management. Gianna Massi, that sharp gal from Barbend with a head full of know-how, lays it out clear as a spring morning. Peanuts come loaded with plant-based protein and fiber, enough to make your belly holler full, louder than a steamboat whistle. That fullness reins in your appetite and keeps you from shoveling in more calories than a hog at a trough. And that ain't all. The healthy fats in peanuts don't scamper through your innards like a jackrabbit. No sir, they dawdle along, stretching out that satisfied feeling, so you're not prowling the pantry come sundown. It's a peanut health benefit tailor-made for them. Weight loss tips folks are always chasing, keeping you from overeating without so much as a stern word. Why, it's as if peanuts were whispering, "Take it easy, partner, I've got you covered." So, if you're aiming to trim the sails on your waistline, reckon on peanuts. They're a healthy snack that'll keep you steady without leaving you famished. 5, they help combat inflammation. There's a sneaky rascal called inflammation prowling about, stirring up trouble in folks' bodies and laying the groundwork for all manner of chronic miseries, diseases that'd make a mule kick its stall in despair. But hold your hats, for peanuts ride into the fray like a cavalry charge, armed with tricks to tame that beast. Studies, those dusty tomes the bookish types swear by, reckon peanuts carry compounds fit to give inflammation a black eye. Destiny. Moody, that sage of the supper table, puts it plain. Peanuts are stuffed with antioxidants, fancy fellas like p-coumaric acid and resveratrol, that'll scrap with oxidative stress like a pair of tomcats in a barn. This oxidative stress, you see, is the kind of ruckus that sets your insides to rusting. But these peanut health benefits swoop in to polish things up. It's a quiet war fought in every handful, keeping your frame from creaking under the weight of time and trouble. Why, it's as if peanuts are nature's own healthy snack, whispering to them chronic woes, "Not today, you old scoundrels." So if you're looking to keep your machinery running smooth and spry, peanuts might just be the tonic. Proof that a little legume can pack a mighty punch against the body's unseen foes. 6, they can improve digestive health. If ever there was a man who'd trade a gold nugget for a smooth running gut, he'd find a friend in peanuts, and that's no tall tale. These humble legumes roll up their sleeves with a fine load of fiber, nature's acné. Broom, sweeping through your innards to keep things ship-shape. Gianna Massi, that clever gal from Barbend, who knows her victuals, puts it like this: peanuts prop up your digestive health by stirring the works along, keeping your bowel movements regular as a church bell, and shooing constipation out the back door like an unwelcome peddler. But there's more to this fiber than just keeping the plumbing clear. It's a feast for the tiny critters in your gut, that bustling microbiome that's quieter than a whisper, but busier than a beehive. Feed them right with peanuts, and they'll pay you back with a digestion so spry it'd make a colt jealous, not to mention an immune system stout enough to fend off trouble. It's a peanut health benefit straight from the nutrition facts, served up in a healthy snack that'd make even a dour physician crack a grin. So, reckon on peanuts next time your insides grumble. They'll set you straight faster than a river current heading home. 7. They can help regulate blood sugar. If you've ever fretted over your blood sugar jumping around like a frog on a hot skillet, peanuts might just be the steady hand you need. These little gems come armed with healthy fats and fiber enough to tame the wildest of sugar storms. The book-learned folks, with their studies piled high as a cord of wood, reckon that munching on nuts, peanuts chief among them, can stand guard against that pesky type 2 diabetes, or even wrestle it down if it's already knocked at your door. Destiny Moody, that sharp-eyed sage of the table, lays it out clear. The fat in peanuts puts the brakes on digestion, keeping them blood sugar spikes from rearing up when you pair them with victuals loaded with simple carbohydrates. It's a fine trick, ain't it? While them quick burning carbs are raring to send your sugar soaring, peanuts saunter in like a cool-headed marshal, slowing the whole fracas down. It's a peanut health benefit that'd make a sawbones tip his hat, a healthy snack with the grit to keep your engine humming steady. Why, it's as if peanuts were saying, "Hold your horses, sugar. We'll take this ride nice and easy." So, if you're aiming for blood sugar control without a fuss, toss some peanuts in your poke. They'll keep the peace better than a Sunday sermon. 8. They're high in calories. Now, don't go thinking peanuts are all sunshine and roses without a thorn to prick you. They've got a little secret tucked in their shells that'll catch you unawares if you're not mindful. Sure, they're nutrient-dense as a miser's hoard, brimming with heart-healthy fats that'd make your ticker sing, but they pack a wallop in the calorie department too. Destiny Moody, that wise keeper of nutrition facts, puts it square. Peanuts, like all their nutty kin, are high in them good fats, but that means they're high in calories to boot. A handful's a blessing, but a bucketful might just sink your ship. If you're keeping an eye on your waistline, or counting calories like a banker counts pennies, you'd best rein in your enthusiasm. Portion them out aforehand, says the wisdom. Don't. Go diving in willy-nilly, or you'll be swimming in more calories than a steamboat buffet. It's a food risk to reckon with, especially for them chasing weight loss tips, but nothing a little foresight can't tame. Peanuts are a healthy snack, no doubt, yet they remind us that even the finest gifts of nature come with a nudge to use them wisely. So, measure your share, and you'll keep the scales grinning instead of groaning. 9. They contain oxalates. Now, peanuts ain't without their shadows, and one of them goes by the name of oxalates, sneaky little devils that'd give a saint pause. Gianna Massey, that learned gal from Barband, who's wise to the ways of victuals, spells it out. Peanuts carry oxalates, compounds that cozy up to calcium and turn into calcium oxalate crystals, hard little rascals that'd make a mule wince. For folks prone to gout or other such miseries, too many of these can roll the dice on kidney stones, brewing up pain and discomfort fit to ruin a Sunday picnic. It's a food risk worth a ponder, especially if you've tangled with kidney stones before and lived to tell the tale. Massey's counsel is clear as a church bell. Them with a history of them stony intruders ought to keep a sharp eye on their oxalate tally. Peanuts may be a healthy snack with a heap of peanut health benefits, but they've got this ornery streak to them. A reminder that even the best of nature's bounty can kick up a fuss if you don't tread careful. So, if your innards have danced this jig before, reckon on moderation, lest you find yourself cussing a pebble you can't pass. 10. They can be high in sodium. Now, if you're the sort who fancies a handful of salted peanuts, you'd best keep your wits about you, for these little rascals can sneak a heap of sodium into your gullet afore you know it. Destiny Moody, that keen-eyed guardian of nutrition facts, lays the trap bare. Dry roasted, salted peanuts tote around 410 milligrams of sodium in every 100 grams, enough to make a salt lick blush. It's a sly twist on a healthy snack, and if you ain't mindful, you'll be swimming in brine quicker than a pickle in a barrel. For them, watching their sodium like a hawk, especially folks with a ticker that's already dancing to a shaky tune, it's a food risk to reckon with. The wise heads say 2,300 milligrams a day is the line in the sand, and salted peanuts will march you right up to it if you let them. Moody's got the heart health cure. Sidestep the heavy salt and grab the unsalted kind, or at least the lightly kissed ones, to keep your peanut health benefits shining without drowning them in a salty flood. It's a dodge worth taking, lest you find your blood pressure climbing like a steamboat stack on a windy day. So, choose shrewd. And peanut salt. Stay your friend, not your foreman. 11. Are peanuts good for you? So, we come to the nub of it. Are peanuts good for you? Or are they just a tasty tease with a trick up their sleeve? Well, reckon on this. They're a fine addition to your table, brimming with peanut health benefits that'd make a sawbones nod in approval. Peanuts strut in with plant-based protein to patch your muscles, heart-healthy fats to keep your ticker chugging, magnesium to steady your bones and nerves, and fiber to sweep your digestion clean as a whistle. They'll lend a hand with weight management, tame your blood sugar control, and even toss in antioxidants, little warriors like resveratrol, to scrap with inflammation till it hollers uncle. But hold your horses, for peanuts ain't all smooth sailing. They're calorie dense as a rich man's larder, so a heavy hand'll tip your scales quicker than a gambler's luck. If they're salted, the sodium sneaks up like a river fog, trouble for them guarding their heart health. And them oxalates? Why, they're a food risk that might brew kidney stones for the unlucky, leaving them wincing like a cat on a hot roof. The fix, though, is simple as pie. Sidestep the salt, grab the unsalted kind, and you'll reap the healthy snacks bounty. While dodging the burrs, peanuts versus almonds, you say. Well, that's a tussle for another day, but these legumes hold their own in the Eat This journey. They're a gift from the dirt, flawed, sure, but mighty fine if you play 'em smart. So, scoop 'em up with a wink and a measure, and let 'em prove their worth.